asked Derek Fisher how the Lakers feel about Linsanity, and he said, we don't really know much about it. We respect them because we respect all NBA players. I said, what about the feel-good story part? He just kind of chuckled and said, maybe if he were a Laker. Mike?
Oh, yeah. Not going to get any sympathy or any clapping from the opponent, UB, but it really has been a special story. People love an underdog. And boy, oh boy, is this kid an underdog.
Anytime you say a guy scores 25 points and has 8 assists in 3 straight games, that is fantastic. He tops it off, Mike, because he shoots it at 58%, which is high volume, and you can't foul him because he's a 77 to 80% foul shooter.
And you see he's been grinning from ear to ear. He has enjoyed every moment of it. And part of it's because how hard he has worked to get here. It's not a fluke. Certainly he got the opportunity, but he's worked so hard on his skill, on his competitiveness, and he has played so well. And he'll tell you the number one stat that he's interested in is 3, and that's 3 victories in these last 3 games.
I'm happy for him. He's a very bright young man. He has his degree from Harvard in economics, and when you look at him, he's not small. He's 6'3" and 200. He can take the pounding in the paint without losing control.
But this, without question, the toughest test of this resurgence for Jeremy Lin. Derek Fisher will start on him, but he's going up against a very difficult front line with Bynum and Gasol down low. Looking for Chandler. Shot clock down to 7. Shot clock at 3. Lin will put up the jumper. Shot won't go. And Bynum the rebound. Bynum, who has been on a rebounding tear all season long.
Mike, he's having a sensational year. He belongs in the All-Star game. Anytime that you're in the top 8 in rebounding, block shots, and percentage, you're having a tough year.
And Artest holds down Lin, and they call a loose ball foul. I said Artest, of course, it's world peace. But he picks up his first.
Mike, the big thing with the Lakers, when you look at them, they're down 8 points from a year ago, from 101 to 93. The reason is a different offense, but also lack of production at the point guard and lack of production at small forward.
You know, as we said, the Lakers could care less about what's going on with Jeremy Lin. A big problem as they turn it over there is that they have not been able to win on the road. They've struggled on the road, only 4-9 on the road this year under Mike Brown. And last night, an important victory for them to come back and beat the Celtics.
Yeah, I like what we've seen so far if you're a Laker fan. They are channeling Lin to the baseline. They're not letting him get him come into the middle of the floor. Let's see if that breaks.
There you see the different numbers. Certainly the opponent's scoring over 11 more a game on the road. And he's only got 6 seconds to get it over, and Fisher does get it over. Bryant goes back door. Landry Fields has him, and Kobe Bryant misfires, rebounds Jeffries.
Well, the Knicks tonight are going to have to get some fast break passes.
Nice feed to Fields. Fields misses the layup, and World Peace able to get it.
Yeah, great pass. Unfortunately for Fields, he didn't come up and play the glass properly.
The Knicks, who want to run more, have been able to run much more since Lin's been in the lineup. Bynum over to Gasol. World Peace lines up the 3, and boy, to say he struggled from downtown is an understatement. He has just been brutal from there. 17%. Linda Walker. Billy Walker off the dribble. Gets inside. The floater. In and out. Tip. Ball loose. And it's going to be Laker ball.
In the early going that we're seeing, the Laker defense is determined to keep Lin out of the middle of the floor. That's number 1. Number 2, anytime that they run a second man at him, the other people from the Knicks, the perimeter guys, have got to shoot a high percentage.
Well, Yubi, that's what everybody talking about, how this kid has been fantastic for 3 games, but now teams are going to game plan against him as Fisher misses. We still don't have a point, but from what you've seen, I mean, people saying, is it a flash in the pan or can he keep it up? Well, Bryant draws the foul.
Nice move.
What do you think?
Well, I honestly feel that he'll gain confidence as he moves through the season. Then it will depend if Baron Davis comes back and is any kind of shape. Will they play Baron Davis ahead of him and take away his development? That's going to be a big key. Now, as they move along in the season and they play more plus 500 teams, we're going to see tougher defense, and we're going to see if the fatigue factor takes away his excellence, which he has done and performed in the last 3 games.
Well, you saw just one of 4 players from Harvard, and that's the when you talk about this kid, there are not many NBA players from Harvard. There are not many NBA players from Asia. So you now have an Asian player from Harvard. Talk about your ultimate long shot. This kid is that. And that's one of the reasons why people around the world are really rooting for him.
Well, the key, when they come back with Carmelo Anthony and Stoudemire, will they still play the same way and give him the freedom like he has right now? Yep.
Lin on the drive, gets inside, lost it, got it back. Here again, you see the difference with the size of the Laker front line when he penetrates. Lin's shot knocks it down, a three-pointer.
Well, you can see why he can keep his dribble. He dribbles low to the floor, he explodes, and he has the ability to find people. And that's what I like about him. He has excellent court vision.
Well, this year he's only 1 of 11 from downtown as World Peace kicks it. And it's going to be Laker ball with 14 on the shot clock. He was a solid three-point shooter in college and in the D-League. He's got nice form, Yubi.
Yes, he does. Well, you know, he was a real outstanding performer at Harvard. And when he played against a team like Connecticut, he got 30 off of Connecticut. So, you know, he can rise to the occasion. The big thing here is the confidence factor.
Meanwhile, for the Knicks, a big thing, how do they defend the size of Bynum and Gasol?
Well, they're going to have trouble all night long. And the key is Chandler must stay out of foul trouble.
Chandler spinning inside, puts it up and puts it in. Chandler having one of his best seasons, leading the NBA in field goal percentage, coming off a game the other night in Washington when he had a season-high 25 points.
Well, I think that he's been energized with Lin because Lin never misses him on a back cut.
Fisher had a rough night last night, 0 for 7 against the Celtics. Gasol, meanwhile, as he misses that, played well in Boston.
Big thing now with the Knicks, you got to get some easy baskets on the break, but you must hold the Lakers to one shot.
Lin will shoot again, knocks it down. A two-pointer for Jeremy Lin.
Fisher went under the screen, Mike. With him, you don't know what he's going to do, so Fisher's trying to feel him out here.
Bad pass from Gasol. Walker. Walker throws it ahead and a turnover, and the Lakers will get it back. That's one problem area for the Knicks all season. They're 29th in turnovers.
Oh, that's a major stat, but I think with Lin at the point, they'll have an ability to cut that down.
Jeffries on Gasol. Shot won't go. Bynum tips it. Walker comes up with it.
Now the Lakers have got to explode on Gasol.
Good fade ahead, and Chandler throws it down. There's Jeremy Lin with that court vision.
Remember what I said, Mike. Chandler is running harder, rotating to the basket off pick and rolls quicker because he knows the pass will be there.
And this Garden crowd crazed early on this 6-0 run. Bynum can't connect. Bryant fighting for it. Walker comes away with it. Walker, a good solid rebounder for a wing player. Lin puts it up, puts it in. Jeremy Lin off to a terrific start. 7 points and 2 assists.
Right now, Fisher is being exploited because he's playing him soft. This is what I like. I like this.
Lin picks it up. Lin drives in and lays it in.
That was excellent defense. Anytime you get an opportunity to trap the Lakers, trap them. Get out in the open floor.
And listen to this Garden crowd on this 10-0 run.
I just wish that people would also give a lot of the other players on this team a lot more credit. I think there's too much attention coming my way, and I mean, you have Tyson, who's been playing like an all-star all year, and you have, you know, guys like Shump and Landry, who play the unbelievable defense, move the ball. I mean, what's happening right now is a lot bigger than just, you know, one person, and I think that's what I wish we would start to talk about more.
And Yubi, that's what has endeared him to this crowd. He's uncomfortable talking about himself. He loves talking about the team. And he says, I'm just trying to help the team win. I'm not worried about proving anything to anyone. And that's why his teammates love him so much. That and the fact they get the ball in great places. Kobe Bryant shot misses. Gasol tips it, knocked loose. And a loose ball foul will go against Gasol.
Anytime that you play with a guy with great court vision, you love to play the game. You come, you work harder, you run harder. You know that the ball will be there for you when you're open. That is a big thing for the other four players.
Lin again left open. Shot too strong. Jeffries had a tip. Chandler battling for it, and Gasol comes away. Lakers just 1 of 8 to start. Part of this 3-game winning streak for the Knicks. Improved defense as Fisher drives and gets hammered from behind by Billy Walker.
When Fisher is on that left side of the floor, you must always protect the baseline. He will look like he's going into the middle. Maybe he'll cross over or he'll give you a head fake, and then he will take you off the dribble baseline.
So Fisher to the free throw line. Derek Fisher playing in his 522nd consecutive game as we look at the NBA national television big board. And games tomorrow. Indiana hosting Denver, Phoenix at Sacramento. Sunday, Bulls and Celtics could match up on ABC. And next Thursday, they'll play again in Chicago, and then the Clippers in Portland.
Now, Steve Blake is in to the game. He just missed 13 games with an injury. And now Kobe Bryant is playing a small forward position. Lakers have gone small.
Blake first came back last night. He played 31 minutes after missing those 13
They need him, Mike. They need him. They need the ball handling and the penetration and the three-point shooting.
Jared Jeffries knocks down a jumper. And the Knicks back up by 9. Knicks here at home, they have struggled at home, 6-7 at Madison Square Garden. Early on in the year, they lost to some sub-500 teams. Team that was playing underachieving, you could say, as they struggle with chemistry. Blake misfires, Jeffries the rebound. Yeah, that's been one of the reasons why they're going so gaga over Jeremy Lin, with all the disappointment that the early season had. Lin crossover, nice defense from Fisher. Fisher staying with him. Fisher with a smile on his face, saying that, take that, young man. Shot clock winding down. Lin spins and fouled. And Fisher looking, you're not going to call it on me, are you?
I give Fisher a lot of credit. He's moving his feet quickly, and he's beating Lin to Lin's first strong move. Lin will give you a hesitation, and then once he explodes, give Fisher a lot of credit. He will jump to the spot. So he's getting there, and he's using his forearms and his hands on him. Now, does he foul him? Yeah. According to the rules of today. Now, in the 70s, that would not be a foul.
Meanwhile, Shumpert has come in, and a foul before the inbound. The Knicks are going to get a couple of shots as Blake commits the personal foul, which results in 2 free throws.
Okay, Lin is hobbling. He's hobbling right now.
There you see Blake with the foul prior to the inbounds, even though they're not in the penalty. It's 2 shots. And one of the things that Mike D'Antoni is certainly concerned with, the young man goes from not playing a lot to playing major minutes when the ball is in his hand the majority of the time.
Well, I thought Jeremy made a very good point yesterday to the press, and that is, I'm playing 35 minutes a game. I now have a much better respect for the players who play 35 to 38 minutes every night at all-star production.
UB, that's what you've been telling me for years. That's what separates the good players from the just everyday players, the ones who can do it every single night.
That's right.
Kobe Bryant double team, knocked away, and Shumpert comes up with it. The rookie who's 4th in the NBA in steals, now coming off the bench. Fields on the drive. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first. Lin out to Fields.
Nice.
Blocked by Gasol.
Block.
Chandler kicks it out. Lin for 3. In and out. And Bynum the rebound.
Now, that was a great block by Gasol over in that left corner. A lot of guys would not attempt that.
Kobe Bryant misfires. Gasol has it. Bryant inside. And he got hit, so Bryant will get to the free throw line.
As this game wears on, the Knicks must stop Bynum, Gasol, and then Kobe Bryant on the offensive board. Because Kobe Bryant, if you have noticed early in this game now, in the first 7.5 minutes, is catching all of his passes below the foul line down on the baseline. And as soon as the shot goes up, he's on the board.
Now you see the numbers there for Bryant. The number that really sticks out of all of the numbers, 38.5 minutes a game. And there you see he's always performed beautifully here at Madison Square Garden, including that 61-point game that set the arena record. But you look at him, he's 33. Obviously, he's played a ton of games, playing that many minutes, and he's still leading the league in scoring.
Well, last year, as we know, the left ankle and then the right knee, and then the wrist all were damaged throughout the entire season. Very little production time from him at practice. So consequently, he only played 33 minutes. But now he's up to 38, like you brought out. And also the shot attempts from 19 to 24 a game.
Steve Novak misfires. Novak, who has come alive with the emergence of Jeremy Lin, has had 19 points in each of the last 2 games. Troy Murphy, New Jersey guy, grew up nearby, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Madison Square Garden across the river. Gasol out to Murphy. Blake will try a 3 from the corner. That won't go. Chandler the rebound.
I like what the Knicks are doing. Every time Kobe catches the ball, they're running a man at him hard. So Kobe's got to break the double team.
Lakers 1 for 11 from the field. Novak will try again. That's good. He's had 5 threes in each of the last 2 games.
Mike, when you're 10 for 17 in threes and you go 19 and 19 points, you know that you're in a great rhythm right now.
And he's come from hardly playing to now being 4th in the NBA in three-point shooting based on those 2 hot shooting games. Lin looking, and Blake spotted that nicely. Good defensive play from Blake.
The idea was great, except Blake has excellent. He plays well off the basketball, and you've got to watch out for him now doubling down in the lane.
Gasol. Right now, the Lakers are taking the shots the Knicks want them.
Yes, absolutely.
Lin kicks it out. Jeffries for 3. Knicks have been one of the poorer shooting teams in the NBA much of the season. Off to a good start shooting the ball here tonight. They lead by 11.
See, there's your quick double team on that right side.
Murphy over to Blake. Blake finds it in the corner, and Barnes knocks down the 3.
Now, Mike, that will be there all night long. If you're going to double team Kobe on the right side, once he passes out, it's always 2 passes.
Back at Madison Square Garden, where Kobe Bryant's usually top billing, not necessarily tonight, even though Kobe this past week became the 5th all-time leading scorer in NBA history. But the only number he cares about is 6. He wants that 6th title and is not looking to go elsewhere to get it.
And that ship sailed, you know, in 07 or whatever it was. If I was ever a time where I was going to move and go play someplace else, that time was then. I'm not going to jump ship to go chase a 6th ring. I'm just not going to do that. It's either going to happen here or it's not going to happen.
He feels confident the management's going to do whatever they can. Right now, the way this team is constituted, there's no great teams out there, Yubi. Can they still compete for the title this year?
They can compete in the West, but we'll see about whether they can get out of the West. The main problem is that lack of scoring at small forward as well as the point guard, and then their second team production is down from previous years.
Yeah, the bench has really hurt them. Bench, lowest scoring bench in the league, although with Steve Blake back, that makes a huge difference.
Big time. But they cannot replace what Odom gave this club.
And a nice move from Kobe Bryant, and it's just like that, a 6-point game.
So you can talk about Murphy, and then you can also talk about McRoberts filling that spot. But Odom was 14 points a night and 8 rebounds, never mind the ball handling.
Landry Fields with a nice baseline drive. Fields has been invigorated by the play of Jeremy Lin, even though Lin on the bench right now. Mike Bibby is in.
Now, I like what we're seeing from Shumpert as well as Fields. Both guys are right up in the league in regards to steals, playing off the ball, creating havoc, and forcing turnovers.
Shumpert picks up a foul. Fields, by the way, is going to be at All-Star Weekend. Was voted with the sophomores to compete.
Well, he's having a solid year, Mike, with the 10 points and the 4 rebounds. And then also 3 assists. He has the double team, but it's late.
Bibby comes in, helps out on the boards. Fields was really struggling early on in the season as he gets stripped and fouled by Barnes. Especially with his shooting. He was really struggling shooting, but in the past, say, 2 or 3 weeks, he's really starting to play like he did last year.
Well, with young guys, Mike, you always try to tell them, look, when you're struggling with your shot, stay 15 feet down. Try to post up as much as you can. Run hard out on the fast break. And that's what this young guy's doing.
So with 1:18 remaining, Knicks with an 8-point lead.
For the Lakers, 0. Andrew Yablock is in the game. He replaces Kobe Bryant.
Meanwhile, you look at Jeremy Lin from Harvard, Landry Fields from Stanford. That's the backcourt I want taking my SATs.
Oh, by the way, there is a few people out there in Long Island that do that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. When you're on Nightline, you know that it's pretty big.
That's not the happy-go-lucky story like Jeremy Lin.
That's right.
Blake gets inside, throws it behind, bad pass.
Yeah, I thought he should have completed the shot. He had a good lane there.
Novak spots up for three. Too strong. And Andrew Gaudlak, the rookie from Charleston, has it taken away by Novak.
Give it to him. Oh, he missed Fields.
Bibby sets for three. Bibby's in a bad shooting slump as Murphy has it.
The surprise double teaming right at half court by the Knicks, has really been fruitful. They've been able to turn the Lakers over.
Bynum looking, gets it inside to Barnes, and Barnes at easy two. That's another area of improvement for Bynum. Just going to be an all-star starter. His patience in the post.
Well, he's so strong, Mike. Anytime that he catches the ball down inside, his brute strength. He gets a lot of baskets on dunks. We know that he can make the hook shots. The big thing for him now is balance, that he doesn't lose his balance.
Shumpert on a pull-up jumper. Barnes the rebound. Final seconds.
We got time.
Gaudlak will put it up at the buzzer. Oh, nearly banked it in.
We talked about Jeremy Lin before the game. You said you didn't know much about him other than a little bit of film. What was he doing that was giving you guys problems in that first quarter?
He did a nice job knocking down jump shots. He came off the pick and roll, and we went under the pick and roll like we told our guys to see if he could shoot, and he knocked down some shots.
You guys shot just 22% in that first quarter. What was not working?
I thought we had some good looks. We haven't shot the ball that well from the perimeter all year, and so we just got to keep sustaining. It's a long basketball game, and we'll see as we go along if we can shoot a little bit better.
Thank you very much. Mike.
All right, Lisa. Bynum can't get it to go. Novak the rebound. They've only scored their offense 100 points 3 times all season, UV.
There's no doubt about that. They're holding the opponents. They're dropped 8 points in scoring. Their defense is much better than a year ago.
Novak off the dribble won't go, and Blake the rebound.
If I'm Mike Brown, I'm concerned. We have 6 turnovers in this game, and our 3 big scorers, Gasol, Bynum, and Kobe Bryant, they're 2 for 11 right now.
And Bynum called for a travel. Turnovers now. That's number 7 for the Lakers as Bryant getting a rest. And he played 43 minutes last night. Gasol played 40 plus in that overtime victory.
Now, right now, this is another problem. The bench scoring. Now you have four bench guys out there for the Lakers, and then Bynum or Gasol will stay on the floor with this group.
Jeffries makes his move, hop step inside, left-handed, flips it up and in. Jared Jeffries, who's been the unsung hero for the Knicks over the past stretch. Lin getting a lot of the publicity, rightfully so. But Jeffries' two-way play, Ubi, has been terrific.
Anytime that either a Bynum or a Gasol or a Murphy picks him up, he should drive the basketball to the basket because he can blow by any one of the people.
Gaudlak. Shot clock down to 5. Blake off the penetration, gets inside, misses the reverse. Novak helping out on the boards. Bibby and Shumpert, 2 guys in there now. Both were hoping to be perhaps starting point guards for the Knicks this year as Billy Walker rattles one in. And the Knicks back up by 11.
Now, I like what Walker did that time. He read the defense perfectly. The defender went underneath the screen. He just stepped right back.
Walker, a very streaky shooter who can get hot. And you see the Lakers again. It's already 7 in the shot clock, having trouble getting into their offense.
No doubt about it, Mike.
Blake tied up inside to Bynum, and Bynum can't get it to go. And a loose ball foul against the Lakers.
Yeah, I can't say this enough. Gasol and Bynum have such a major advantage down inside whenever Chandler is out of the game. And yet, between them, between the 2 guys, they have 1 field goal. And then also, when Kobe gets down in there, he's getting good looks, but the double team is coming so quick that he's now passing out of the double team. Well, when you have an advantage 4-on-3, you've got to make something happen.
Lakers 4 for 21. Shumpert with the left hand, won't go. And Murphy outlets to Blake. Mike Brown likes this rookie Gaudlak. High scorer with Charleston. As Blake left open, And that won't go.
Well, Blake's got to get his legs underneath him. You can't miss 13 games and come back and be in great shape.
Jeffries and a foul. Jared Jeffries.
Make us look good, Jared. Okay.
With an offensive contribution.
I like it. I like he understands that he has a mismatch going right from the opening tap. Anytime he catches that ball outside of 15 feet, take the man to the rim.
He's not known as an offensive player. There's been times here at the Garden when he gets ready to shoot a jumper, you can hear the groan from the crowd, no. But he doesn't let it impact him. Mike D'Antoni recently went public saying, everybody, fans, please stop booing this guy. If everybody played as hard defensively as he did, this team would be a lot better. Well, 14-point lead for the Knicks. They've outscored the Lakers now 7-2 off that Barnes here in the second quarter.
Now that was just a beautiful down screen where the defender followed Barnes. If that's going to happen, the man playing the screener has got to help out on that curl.
Shumpert flips it high and gets the bounce. Iman Shumpert, the rookie from Georgia Tech, not afraid to go to the basket.
No, not afraid, but that was a very difficult shot, Mike. Okay.
You'll see Bynum against Jeffries, double team. Oh, nice move. Just flips it and looks like with the left hand.
Well, that's what I like about it, because he can finish with the left hand as well as the right hand. And anytime that you go to him, he's going to shoot it over 55%.
Shumpert misses. Jeffries trying to battle. Which is so happy for Bynum, as they call a reach-in foul on Shumpert. He's finally healthy and showing what he can do night in and night out. Jeremy Lin back in the game with Bibby. You see the double team on Bynum.
Well, see, there are no cutters, Mike. They can double team him all night long, double team Kobe. There are no cutters through. You say, well, why? Because someone would have to play the cutter, and that would open up the outside. You'd have a major advantage.
Novak, catch and shoot. That's good. Two-pointer for Novak.
Everybody's been waiting for that. He's 2 for 5 in this game. Now, the Knicks bench is getting very good looks at the basket. They're now 3 for 11, but they're getting good looks.
UBS for the Lakers' offensive woes, obviously, as Blake gets it to go. Playing that triangle for so many years under Phil Jackson, how much of an adjustment is that for them to go through?
It's big, because the shots you're getting are going to be different than what you got out of the triangle.
Lin had a shot block, but gets it back. Spins right into Blake. Good defense from Blake.
But right now, if we look at Lin's arms, all right, he'd be red because Blake just hit him there at least 4 times right across his arms.
He also got that bandage dangling from his chin. He took a shot trying to draw a charge on Wednesday night in Washington against John Wall.
What I like here tonight is that Fisher and Blake are not allowing Lin to get by them off the dribble.
Walker had to shoot as the shot clock winding down. Gowdlock, Blake, Bynum, Troy Murphy, and Matt Barnes on the floor right now for the Lakers. Gowdlock launches one. That's good. A three-pointer. A rookie, a big-time scorer in college. And gets his first field goal here tonight.
Well, Mike, he shoots over 40% in threes. That's his game.
Lin floats it up. No basket. Got fouled before. Lakers not in the penalty yet, as Landry Fields will come in for Bibby. That's Blake's second personal. There's no question they're putting a body on Lin.
No, it's good for him. That will, it will give his development. He'll get there quicker.
Knocks it down and a foul. They put a body that time, and Lin with a chance for a three-point play.
I don't think he's worrying very much about the body contact. And that's why I say, when you look at him, he's deceiving because he's 6'3" and 200 pounds. He can take the hits without losing control of either the shot or the pass. The lob passes in the paint or the passes to the three-point shooters in the corner.
And you brought up the point right at the top. It's not like he's this diminutive guard. He's 6'3", 200 pounds.
Legit. If I'm coaching the Lakers, I'm really upset. Mainly because Bynum and Gasol have not gotten to the foul line. We've almost played a quarter and a half. And you're saying, well, they're double teaming. Yeah, they're double teaming. But when they double team and they throw out, if you send a cutter through, that opens things up. Then you go right back to them, and they're played man to man.
By the way, I just saw on the screen, at the bottom of the screen, Harvard's beating Penn tonight. Somebody should tell Jeremy Lin. Of course, he had a great career, as you said, there 4 years there at Harvard. Gavlar, nice little crossover move, misses the shot, and the Knicks will get it back, leading by 12 with 6.5 to play in the second.
There's a stat in this game which is incredible. The Knicks are winning 8-0 in the fast break game.
Lin to the basket, flips it up and draws the foul on Gasol. There's that quickness. What Mike D'Antoni likes to talk about is the pace that Lin plays, and he can change gears. Makes it difficult to defend.
Well, we all know that the reason Nash is so good is because he can level you out and then finish with either hand. But then he has the great mid-range game and the three-point game. And in Lin's development over the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to look for him to increase his three-point shooting, where he can be up like a Nash, anywhere from 38 to 42% in three-point shooting.
Carmelo Anthony still about a week away with that strained groin. Josh HarL'son, the rookie from Kentucky, they miss him as well. As Lin hits the second. One of the nicknames for Lin is the Harvard Hurricane. I'm surprised we didn't wear Harvard shirts today. Our producer Ken Wolf is a former point guard at Harvard, and he's claiming that he laid the groundwork for Jeremy Lin. Bryant, foul, shot won't go. Landry Fields in disbelief at the call, and Bryant will go to the free throw line. Crowd doesn't like it.
Now they're making Kobe really work here. And you brought out a great point, Mike, in that first quarter, because he played 40-some-odd minutes last night. Just watch the fake. He gets him right there. He got him right there on the elbow. And they're not going to let you do that. A lot of times back 10, 15 years ago, you could get a guy on the elbow when he went up on the shot, and you could get away with it at all levels of play. But that's almost out today.
Bryant hits the free throw. I remember just 3 years ago, Bryant was being cheered. Now he's being booed. Cheered here at this building when he scored the 61 points to set the building record. And he broke the record set by a guy who's sitting just a couple of feet away from us, your former player, Bernard King.
That was a great day. It was on Christmas Day.
Although the Knicks lost that game when King had 60. Lin alley-up to Chandler. Yeah, that one thrown too high.
Yeah, that's one of the very few now in the last 4 games that have been off target to Chandler.
And Murphy knocks it down. Murphy, early in his career, was an excellent three-point shooter. And the lead is back to single digits despite all the problems the Lakers have had shooting the basketball. Good ball denial from Fisher.
Okay, there's your hard trap.
And a little too fancy there with a turnover.
Mike, this is the 4th game. See, the Lakers are trapping him hard with Pau Gasol.
First team All-Ivy, played under Tommy Amaker his last 3 years.
Right, he did.
And you know one thing about him, Yubi, that his high school coaches said, and Amaker has said, as Gasol, tough shot, very difficult shot. Lin has won on every level. He won a state title when he was in high school in Palo Alto. They were very successful at Harvard, and that's not easy. Novak drills another three. Novak having his 3rd strong game. He's got 8 points off the bench.
Right now, the Laker coaching staff, they're really worrying. They do not have a starter with more than 1 field goal. Also, they are now 4 for 16 out of their starters. They've got to get Gasol, Bryant, and Bynum going, and also getting Gasol and Bynum to the foul line.
Bynum just 2 points, does have 6 rebounds. Gasol 4 points, 4 boards. Not named to the All-Star team. His brother was. Nice honor certainly for Marc Gasol of Memphis. His numbers are still very good, Yubi, but he hasn't been the same dominant player consistently.
Well, he's playing 37 minutes. No doubt about it. Early, they were playing him up at the foul line area, doing a lot of high-low stuff. But he's still getting 10 rebounds. There are only 12 guys in this league getting 10 rebounds, and he's one of them.
Meanwhile, you can't underestimate as Jeremy Lin gets inside, tries to get it to Walker. Walker flips it up. That won't go. Chandler fighting for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Murphy. And the first shot didn't hit the rim, so 9 to shoot. For the Lakers, you can't underestimate Lamar Odom was such a playmaker for that team.
Especially for the second unit. He could handle the ball out on the break, take advantage of your power forward. And then he would, either Bynum or Gasol would be out there. Then you had also, don't forget, Farmer and Brown, 2 road runners out on the break. I'm glad they called that, because Fisher definitely grabbed him by the arm, grabbed Lynn by the arm, and I'm hoping that they made that call.
You know what? They blew the whistle before that because the shot clock was reset, and it should not have been.
I'll just keep an eye on this to the right of your screen. See, that's a foul. and the referee is 5 feet away from that call. You just can't let them do that to this young man. You know, the old story, if you're a great defensive player and you have a reputation, you can get away with a lot of contact.
And they're having another problem with the clock. I mean, they talk about all the time about impeding the progress to promote the flow of the game. They want to stop that. It's been called a lot. That was one time where he impeded his progress.
Absolutely. When they took away hand checking and forearm, I think they took away grabbing the guy by the arm and pulling him back a long time ago.
Landry Fields on the pull-up jump shot. Tough shot over Gasol. And Matt Barnes the rebound. Matt Barnes can be another key guy for this Laker team. They need him to consistently give him good play at both ends. Billy Walker on Gasol. And Walker used both hands, and he's called for the foul.
When you have people who shoot over 50% in the post, like Gasol and Bynum, you have to wear them out against the Knicks, because Chandler's the only shot blocker out there. No one else is a shot blocker. You've got to attack them below the 15-foot line. And then any time that Kobe Bryant gets double teamed, now they've moved him to the top of the circle. It makes it difficult now for the Knicks to double team him without opening up a three-point shooter on the wing.
Bryant posting up the rookie Shumpert. Nice spin move.
Nice.
And draws the foul again. Bryant can't get it to fall. He's just 1 for 5. But he'll shoot his 7th and 8th free throw attempt of the half.
One thing about him, Mike, anytime that he's struggling, he will always go and post up. He even did it in the triangle. And that's one great thing about him. He understands, I'm having a tough night. Maybe I don't have my legs. I'm going to shorten the distance on the shots.
3 fouls on Shumpert, so he'll come out. Bryant 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And congratulations to Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, the key NBA Players of the Month for games played in December and January. Go to NBA.com/awards to see the plays that put Kobe and LeBron up top. We had our statistician Dave Freed figure out some numbers. He's 5th all time now. For him to pass Kareem and become number 1, he'd have to finish this year averaging 25 a game and then average 22 a game for the next 5 full seasons, which would take him almost to 39. It's not impossible that he could become number 1. There's a whistle and a defensive 3 seconds.
Like we were talking about earlier today, Mike, he's got to stay healthy. That's number 1. Now, when you look at these guys, Kareem went to college for 4 years, Karl Malone 3, Michael Jordan 3, Wilt Chamberlain 3, and then he played a year with the Globetrotters. So every one of those guys did not play for a 3 to 4 year period here. So Kobe has had that advantage, but what he has done has been fantastic, because he's always on the first team All-NBA as well as the first team All-Defense.
And then, of course, there's the 5 rings. Landry Fields has to put up a jumper. Line drive won't go. And with just under 4 minutes remaining, Lakers right there. They're only down 7. And their big guns have really not been able to get going yet. Pau Gasol left open, knocks it down, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, you have to be able to hold them off, because you know it's almost impossible to stop the big 3.
Chandler gets it in on a nice feed from Jeremy Lin.
I like that. I like the fact that Chandler keeps moving. And because he just keeps moving, because he knows he will receive the pass.
Fisher, his foot was on the line, knocks down a 2. They're going to review it, but I had a good look. His foot was clearly on the line. Lin with 5 assists. Tough turnaround shot. Gets to the go. 16 points for Lin.
That's when we talk about high IQ. When he dribbled left and went down in there, Fisher was right on him. And when he made that spin move, he knows he can shoot up over the top of Fisher.
Landry Fields on Bryant. Quick jump shot short. Jeremy Lin the rebound.
Give him those jump shots. Just don't let him put it down on the floor.
Lin likes the open floor. Spinning, puts it up and banks it in.
Yes.
Sensational play for Jeremy Lin. And the Spartan crowd on its feet again.
Mike, he's really enjoying it. You can see the smile on his face because he almost tripped and fell as he came out of that spin.
Another standing ovation for Jeremy Lin.
My dad loves basketball, and he, moved from Taiwan to America, saw it on TV, and kind of fell in love with the game. And at that time, me and my older brother, we were young, and so we just started playing every day with my dad, and that's just, how I learned to love the game.
And then went to Palo Alto High School. His senior year, they won the state championship, but he still didn't get an athletic scholarship. Really wanted to go to Stanford. Went to Harvard, turned out to be a terrific decision for him. But then after Harvard, undrafted, doesn't get into the NBA that way. As there are Harvard fans, there are Jeremy Lin fans everywhere. And then UB wasn't easy. Last year as a rookie with Golden State, he hardly played. And they liked him, but they tried to sign a offer sheet to DeAndre Jordan, so they had to get money, so they cut him. Houston picked him up. Houston cut him because they wanted to sign Samuel Dellenberg as Fisher misses and Novak the rebound. And the only reason the Knicks signed him was because Iman Shumpert got hurt, one of their point guards, so they needed another point guard. And if Baron Davis came back healthy when expected, and as Jared Jeffries throws up a brick, he wouldn't have never gotten the opportunity.
No, you're right, but that's what the young man stated. He realizes that there's been a path to follow, and you need breaks, and it's the outside influences that decide that. And then, as we know, once someone opens the door, you still have to produce, and that's what he's doing.
And he's doing it here in the first half with 18 points, 5 assists. Penetrates, kicks it out, Fields, extra pass, Novak. Novak gets away the defender. Not that time, and Bryant the rebound. Under 2 minutes to play.
Now he'll back you down here.
Andrew Fields trying to defend him. Board knocked away. Good help defense that time. Jeffries has become one of the best help defenders in the NBA.
Well, anytime you have Fields out there and Shumpert and then also Jeffries, you have three excellent defenders to help Chandler, who's an outstanding and your only real shot blocker.
Gasol kicks it out to Fisher. Fisher steps back. That's a 2 from Fisher. Way off, but Barnes gets the rebound. Fisher will try again. Hits the side of the backboard.
My.
Fisher just 1 of 5. He was 0 for 7 last night. Fields inside. Nice pass, Landry Fields. And the Knicks back up by 11.
When you make good passes, when your point guard is unselfish, it becomes contagious. Everyone else will make that extra pass.
Bryant to the corner. Gasol calling for it. Single coverage Jeffries on him. And a whistle away from the ball. Defensive 3 seconds against the Knicks. Reminder coming up, the Toyota halftime show. Michael Wilbon, John Barry, Magic Johnson, Chris Broussard. They'll analyze the first half, and I'm sure they'll talk about Jeremy Lin a little bit. And then the top 3 in the East in action. A busy Friday night in the NBA. They'll go through what's going on.
You know what I like there? That time when they threw the ball into Gasol, they had 2 guys on the left side of the floor go right down to the box area. And with that, all of the other defenders went right down in there, and that's how they got the zone call. Gasol, all he had to do was pitch the ball back. Fisher was wide open for an open 3. That's why when the post guys catch the ball, you always send cutters through.
Bynum back in the game. Powers in, can't get it to go. Chandler tips it, but right to Kobe Bryant.
Chandler played that extremely well.
And Matt Barnes left open. That won't go. Fields the rebound. Knicks have done a good job on the boards. Only -1 against this tall front line. Lin using the screen set by Chandler. Puts up the shot. That won't go. Jeffries the rebound. Lost it. Picked up by Barnes. Barnes charging. Alley-up to Gasol. Pretty pass from Matt Barnes, and Gasol with the flush.
Now, Matt Barnes has come in and has given this team a lot of life. That was a beautiful pass to Gasol.
Shot clock turned off. The Knicks will hold it for the final possession. Lin on the drive, kicks it out. Novak back to Fields. Fields for three. And hits the shot clock, so the Lakers will get it back with 0.3 of a second remaining.
They got to be careful here now. You can make a catch and a shot, so do not allow a long pass here.
Barnes chatting with one of the fans. And the Lakers won't even attempt. Gasol puts that up. And that will end the first half. A strong one for the Knicks. And Kobe Bryant and the Lakers struggling shooting the ball, but they're only down by 8. The big three for the Lakers, very uneven performances in the first half.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Mike. What we're seeing is their first group is struggling. They're 7 for 24. But the big three, they have major advantages. Sure, they're double teaming Kobe Bryant, but Bynum and Gasol should be able to take advantage at their position. And the big thing for them right now, you can see it. Kobe's 1 for 6, Gasol's 4 for 7, Bynum's 1 for 5. They've got to get Gasol and Bynum on the foul line.
I'm going to give some of that credit, though, to both Jared Jeffries and Tyson Chandler, their defense, as we send it over to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Michael, remember Jeremy Lin told me at halftime that he was going to go back in the locker room and look at film to see how he could get Tyson Chandler more touches. I asked Tyson if they actually did that, and he said, yes, we actually looked at film together. He said, this is the first time that Jeremy's played against 7-footers, so even though I'm open, he's not always able to see me so far. He said, so right now, we both have to make an adjustment, but I have to adjust because I have to give him just a little bit more time to see me and get me the ball. Mike?
All right, Lisa. Bryant comes off the screen. Kobe Bryant can't connect. Chandler with his 6th rebound. Chandler has been playing extremely well, especially without Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony picking up the scoring slack.
Well, he anchors the defense, Mike, and they know they have a guy back there covering for them and also a shot blocker.
Billy Walker misfires. Last touch by Bynum and a new 24.
You do not have to settle for long jump shots that are contested here in this game, because you've proven, meaning the Knicks, that you can beat them off the dribble with your quickness.
Lin gets inside, flips it up, and in over Bynum after getting past Fisher.
Now, that's been difficult for him, but he's relentless off the dribble. It's going to be interesting if Fisher and Blake can somewhat control him this half. Let's see, he's got 20 points already.
4th consecutive game, he's hit the 20-point mark, Hubie.
Yep.
Fisher lines up a 3-pointer and nails that one. Nope, they say a 2 is put on the line.
Well, Fish is not backed away tonight. He's looking to answer because at the other end, this young guy, you know, you hate to see young players take advantage.
Lin thought he got fouled. Bryant comes the other way. Bryant, a couple of crossovers. Fields does a good job, but a defensive 3 seconds, so a one-shot technical for L.A.
Mike, I'd like to bring out a little point defensively about the Knicks. Give them a ton of credit, because the Lakers shot 34%. The first unit was 7 for 24. Then you add 7 turnovers. So the defensive team out there, whoever is out there, they've been working extremely hard.
Much improved, as you mentioned, led by Tyson Chandler, but Jeffries a very underrated defender. Shumpert, the rookie, a good defender. And Mike D'Antoni says Jeremy Lin is a much better defender than he thought. When they looked at him, when he worked out for the team prior to the 2010 draft, that was a big concern. They didn't feel he could defend in the league. And they said he's a smart defensive player. There's a shock, a guy from Harvard. And as Gasol gets fouled, Jeffries picks up his 2nd.
If you notice, when you double team Kobe Bryant or Gasol on either the right or the left side of the lane, they're never going to turn back into the paint, because that's where the double team guy is coming from. What they're going to do is they're going to turn baseline. So you have to have a baseline game.
Gasol makes it a 7-point game. Gasol obviously was in that trade that was going to send him to Houston to bring Chris Paul, the one that was rescinded. And he just recently said there's always a sense that something still might happen. That's still hovering over the team a little bit. I know as a professional, you got to put it out of your head and just play, but
yeah,
you get the feeling that guys think about that sometimes too much. Or it's hard not to.
Nice move.
Fields reverse. Shot blocked. Gasol got a piece of it.
Yeah, he needed one more bounce. One more bounce, and he was up there without a problem.
Bryant backing it against Walker. Bynum Turns inside, blocked by Chandler.
I say too slow. When he's reversing and go down in there, he's taking too much time. That should have been a lefty hook.
Lynn kicks it out to Fields, up top Walker. Fisher recovers nicely to stop Walker from getting the open three. Lynn will try a three-pointer, and that one off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by Bynum. Knicks get another 24.
I like what we're seeing with the Knicks. They are really fighting to stay alive at the offensive end of the floor anytime they miss a shot.
Well, if you talk to the players, they'll say that word you just used. They're fighting for everything. There's a spirit to them now, a real chemistry out there because they're sharing the ball so well.
I like what you see.
Lynn inside, blocked but foul by Bynum.
Now let me tell you, that was a great move because when we're going to show you, he's going down to the right side. As soon as Bynum comes in, watch how he comes out underneath on the opposite side. Now, just watch now. He's going to come out and come on. Oh, that's beautiful. He was going to come and play it off the glass. Bynum knew that he had to get him quick because otherwise he would have hit his arm on the rim.
And that's another strength as he hits the free throw. He's got that quickness and speed, but he also has a patience. There's a poise out there for a young point guard.
Mike, when you judge point guards, you always want them to be able to defend. You want them to be able to run the team. But in the NBA, because of the 24-second clock, when they catch the ball with 5 or 6 seconds to go, can they make something happen on a high percentage level? And that's what he's showing he can do.
He's got 22 points. Bryant on the pull-up. Jeffries a hand in his face. Gasol tips it, taken by Fields, knocked away, and he saves it. Knicks have gang rebounded. Kobe Bryant 1 for 8 from the field.
I like the way they're trapping him, Mike. They're doing a great job.
Good defense from World Peace.
Whoa.
And World Peace just shoved Walker out of the way to try and get it right in front of Pat Frere.
Well, I think that both referees, Mike, are concerned about the forearm. World Peace with the left forearm, and as Walker is going down. Now just keep an eye on this. Now just watch what happens right there. See, they didn't like that.
No, that's not as bad as I originally thought. Just two guys shoving each other to get the ball.
Oh, no.
Jeffries with the turnover.
Yeah, in a case like that, don't leave your feet unless you're going to shoot the ball. That's what young players, they always have to understand that. Don't leave your feet to make a pass, because if the defense cuts off the receiver, then you're going to get up in the turnover.
Yeah, a foul on Landry Fields, impeding Bryant's progress. 3 fouls on Fields. Knicks with their second team foul.
If we're coaching LA right now, we're concerned. We're not seeing the energy because you're getting beaten in the fast break game as well as points in the paint. When are we going to see you explode here?
Now, I like that you're saying weird. Does that mean I'm your assistant coach?
Of course.
Nice. Fisher lines up the shot. That won't go. Gasol tried to tip it. And a loose ball foul is down hard as Jared Jeffries landed right on his back. And Jeffries shaken up on the play. Jeffries been playing with a sore calf and banged up a few times. Just keeps fighting through.
Well, he plays with his heart every single night. He's going to be overmatched in matchups. Keep an eye now right to the middle of the screen. You're going to see it right here. Up over the top of Gasol. Gasol gets kicked in the back of the head. Jeffrey, now remember now, Gasol is 7 feet. And just, all right, once you go down over the top, difficult.
Third foul on Gasol. Moving screen on Chandler. That's the second foul on Chandler. And he's trying to plead his case to Ronnie Garrettson, the crew chief tonight.
Yeah, I like what Ronnie's telling him. You know, relax here a second. You know, I've heard enough. You know, come on, you can't move in that situation. You don't have to move. This kid is so clever. He'll take advantage of the position of the defender.
Bryant looking to post up. He wants the ball, annoyed. Now gets it off the extra pass. Tough fall-away shot, Bryant. That misses. Chandler the rebound. Kobe Bryant continues to struggle from the field. 1 for 9.
Remember, we're telling you now, the Knicks all night have been doing a great job on the defensive board, holding the Lakers to 1 shot.
Walker way off the mark. Not even close. Walker 1 of 6 himself. Jeffries with the double team. Leaves Fisher the extra pass inside. And Bynum draws the foul. It's going to go against Chandler. That's 3 on Chandler.
We're seeing so much double teaming, Mike. And on that time, it was in the post on the left-hand side of the floor. When that ball comes out, will you please get the ball over to the other side of the floor and into the corner, because you are wide open. It's a game of mathematics. Okay.
Well, as your assistant coach, I'll make sure we work on that in the next practice. Line of misfires, our national television big board for the upcoming NBA schedule. 2 games tomorrow night on NBA TV, Denver, Indiana, Phoenix at Sacramento. Sunday on ABC, Bulls and Celtics in Boston. And then Thursday on TNT, same Bulls and Celtics matchup. And Clippers in Portland. 7-point game. Just over 4 minutes gone by here in the third. Fields, nice feed to Chandler, and Chandler fouled down the other end.
Strong move. Very strong move. Pau Gasol rotated right over where he was supposed to be and then fouled. But I like the strong move by Tyson Chandler.
And that's 4 fouls on Pau Gasol.
That's right. That's why you continue to attack. Anytime that the opposition has more size than you and you have foot quickness, you continue to attack. Stop launching the threes with 15 and 16 seconds on the clock, because you can get Bynum and Gasol in foul trouble by attacking the rim.
Chandler hits the free throw. Chandler this year leading the NBA in shooting percentage, although I should say he leads in dunking percentage.
That's
because
okay.
The majority of his shots, he has had a superb year, shooting just under 70%, 12 points, 10 rebounds. And he is the anchor of an improved defense. Their early season offensive struggles overshadowed how they took some nice steps defensively this year after really struggling there last season. Bryant turns and shoots, and still with the struggles, Bryant 1 for 10. Jeremy Lin on the drive. Was it deflected? They didn't see it. They're going to jump it up. Two officials don't know, and the third one, Nick Bookert, says it was last touched by the Knicks.
Yeah, see, that time, Jeremy Lin honestly thought that he could take Fisher. See, right here, but once again, he loses his footing.
And Knicks, who only had 5 turnovers in the first half, already have 4 here in the third. Lin did have one game, his second game, or actually his first game that he started, where he had 8 turnovers.
They're taking too long, Hiddick.
Bryant's going to have to hoist up a long three, and a 24-second violation is world peace and Billy Walker. Little extra shoving.
Okay, that's an extension of what we had at the other end of the floor. Walker's got to understand, you have an opportunity here to get a big win. We need you. We need you because of your rebounding ability and your defense and your quickness when we double team.
Fields on the drive. Bryant is now on Lin. Fields inside Jeffries. Jeffries double.
Oh.
Wild passing here. Shot clock winding down. Walker gets inside. Can't get it to go. Bynum the rebound.
Yeah, there
and
it is.
the foul's going to go against World
again.
Peace. This time it was Chandler.
That's right.
As World Peace losing his emotions a little bit here, getting a little frustrated by the physical play.
Mike, but in the last 5 minutes, you're involved in 3 little skirmishes. You're going to lose if you think you're going to get away by out-muscling when you're on the road. You're not going to get that call. It's going to be called on you. Now, just keep an eye on this right now. You see, he's trying to get away, but our World Peace had Chandler hooked underneath his arm.
Chandler sold it pretty well, though.
Yeah, that's good.
And there's another foul on World Peace, and that's the 15th foul already, and Chandler will go to the line.
Hey, Mike Brown, he's got to look at this and say, look, I realize that World Peace is from New York, okay? And I want him to have a good game. He's been struggling all year with his shooting, very lack of major contribution. He only averages 5 points a game. And Barnes just had a great first half for you.
We saw the first one under the basket. Here's this one. This gets inside. I mean, just a silly play.
I say you can't do that. I mean, you can't low bridge a guy. I mean, you can't go down at his knees when the guy's 7 foot and expect the referees to miss that.
Chandler, meanwhile, knocks down both free throws. And the Knicks back up by 10 as we approach the midway point of the third. Bryant almost knocked away by Fields, and off his leg World Peace didn't throw it at the right time. Brian annoyed, but it's not going to say anything right now.
Well,
World Peace is going to come out.
Yeah, exactly right. I like what Mike Brown did. He went down there and he's going to bring in Blake as well as Barnes, which he should. And Fields, once again, did an excellent job on Kobe.
Lynn looking, finding Billy Walker. Walker on the drive, up and under. Oh, pretty move from Billy Walker.
How about the pass from Lynn to the opposite corner, and then Walker fakes the three and takes it to the hole.
Fisher up top. World Peace now launches a three, and that won't go. Bryant the rebound. Bryant, a couple of fakes. Going to put it up and knocks it down. 1 for 11. That's one of the toughest shots he's taken tonight.
Mike, the angle. Come on. I mean, in a horse game, guys take that shot in a horse game if it's at their home court.
And a travel called on Chandler. Mike D'Antoni furious at Pat Frere. All right, Doobie, what they're going to do, I believe, is take 2 points away from the Knicks because that offensive foul earlier called on Ron Artest was called as a common team foul, which added to their team foul limit. So when that second foul came, they thought they were in the penalty. So Tyson Chandler should not have taken 2 free throws that time. So they take the 2 points off the board. They're allowed to do that until the end of the third period, make that change.
Yeah, I like the rule. Yeah, that's correct, and it's fair.
And Kobe Bryant knocks that one down. He wanted a foul as well. And all of a sudden, it's back to 6.
Well, that's why, look, we know that they're going to put pressure on them. They're an established team. They're 3 guys. The 3 main scorers are all-star performers. So they're going to put the pressure from now to the end of this game.
Novak back in. Shot clock down to 7. Murphy trying to stop. Novak puts it up. Shot won't go. And Bryant the rebound. Bryant with 7 rebounds here tonight.
Well, this is where you have to dig in. You're a Knick fan. This is where they have to perform defensively.
Kobe Bryant misses that one. Rebound tip taken by Barnes. Stripped by Lynn. Fields dives on it. Knocked out of bounds. And a foul's going to be called. I believe it's going to be called against Barnes. Now they're in the penalty.
Good hands that time. Good hands by your defense. Yeah, sure you missed the shot. The main thing here is the fact that when that shot was missed and the ball was free, that you make a great effort. And this is just right here. That's great team play. And you can see Barnes going on top. The ref is not going to allow that.
Landry Fields goes to the line. Fields last year was all rookie first team. He shot 77% from the free throw line. But this year he's down to 62%.
Yeah.
Overall, his shooting is, he worked on a shot unbelievably during the summer. You had a shooting coach, but he came back and his shot's been more flat. There's not as much of an arc, and he struggled with it.
Yeah. Main thing for him is he just needs a couple of breakouts. Because this guy's got some talent. He's really some kind of an athlete at 6'6", because he can guard small forwards and 2 guards, and then also he's quick.
7-point Knick lead. Bryant trying to get on track. He was 1 for 11 at one point.
Now you waited a little long here.
And that's a 3. Steve Blake. And again, Blake is going to be a huge part of this team now that he's back and playing after missing those 13 games.
Yeah, they missed him big time. Mainly because the second unit had no one who could break the defenses down when they were on the floor.
Shumpert, left hand, draws the foul on Barnes. That's 4 on Barnes, and the rookie Shumpert to the line for the first time.
Now the test for the Knicks, Mike, with 3:40 to go in this quarter, with this young group that's out on the floor, shot selection. Shot selection. You've got to understand the clock, and you have to get good looks at the basket. Just don't force anything to get up a shot.
Knicks, who have been a good free throw shooting team this year, just 10 of 16 from the line. You know, you look at Steve Blake and what he can do for the Lakers. Blake, a veteran, he's 32 this month, his 9th year, bounced around, always helped teams. Last year, just never got it going in his first year with the Lakers after signing that 4-year deal. He had the chicken pox at one point during the season. But prior to that injury, to the rib cartilage, he was playing pretty well.
Yes, he was.
Gets inside. Lynn. Call for the foul.
Good call.
That's his first.
What I like about Blake can make the threes. Blake is quick off the dribble. He has a nice mid-range game. And then he's strong going to the basket. And when you can break the defense down, and the main thing for him is to get his legs in shape so that he has a feel for the shot. And that hasn't been there yet.
Won a national championship at Maryland, a second-round pick. And now with his 6 teams, played with Washington, Portland, Milwaukee, Denver. Portland a second time, the Clippers, and now the Lakers. He's a good, smart player at both ends of the floor. A 4-point game, under 3.5. Lin on the drive, banks it in.
Yeah.
Terrific balance, UB.
Beautiful. See, that time, Blake pushed him to the baseline and was looking for help. But there was no help.
Blake on the pull-up. Rebound, Bynum. Bynum gathers. That won't go. Barnes tip misses. Murphy comes up with it. Bryant flips it out. Blake. Bynum. Back out Blake. Open 3. And good boxing out from Novak to get that rebound. Lin fouled by Bynum, and that'll send him to the line with 2:38 remaining. Here in the Garden in attendance tonight, the producers directing some of the cast of a new Broadway show, Magic Bird, starring and being produced in association with the NBA. The show begins March 21st on Broadway, and it's going to be about the relationship of 2 of the greatest to ever play the game. Yubi?
No, it should be interesting.
You'll have to go to that show instead. I know you've gone to Jersey Boys about 42 times. That's one of your favorites. Meanwhile, Lin knocks down the free throw.
Big thing right now is Mike Brown is trying to buy time now with his second unit. Remember, since last Friday night, the Lakers won at Denver, lost at Utah, lost at Philly, won in Boston last night, and now they are at the Knicks. That is 5 games since last Friday night.
This is what's called the Grammy trip with the Grammy Awards at the Staples Center. We've got one more after this before heading home as Kobe Bryant knocks that down.
Okay, there's not a double team that he has not seen before. And very few guys could make that move that Kobe just made look very easy. He was 15 to 18 feet out on that spin baseline.
Alley-oop! Beautiful pass from Shumpert. And Chandler able to finish. And it's back up to 8. Chandler's only taken 4 shots, all at close range, and has hit them all. There's the double team. Novak trying to help out Fields. And Murphy. That's a foul on Murphy.
See, that was silly. That was a silly foul by Murphy. All he had to do was step out and catch the pass. Kobe brought the defense all the way to half court. So as soon as he throws the ball to Murphy, all Murphy had to do was catch it and turn around. You're going to see the foul. That was an easy call because you have 4 against 3 down underneath.
Under 2 to play in the third. Knicks have led almost the entire game. Largest lead 14 in the first half. They've been up by as many as 10 here in the third. Lin splits. Lin goes at Capono. Off balance. Can't get it to go. Jeffries with the rebound.
Take your time now. The main thing, like we said, from now to the end of this quarter, good shots.
Lin to the basket and draws the foul on Capono.
See, this is what I mean by IQ. Capono just came in the game 2 minutes ago. He's a small forward up front. He's used to playing bigger guys. As soon as Lin saw that switch, he brought it right over, and he looked, because there was no defender, foul line down, and he just blew right by Capono.
Well, Lin IQ, and as he misses the free throw, he's hearing chants of MVP. Who would have thought? And Jeremy Lin would be first in line saying, I'm in the star comparison chart with Kobe Bryant.
I know. And the other factor is interesting because he does not have an assist in this half.
In fact, his 5 assists, 3 of them came in the first quarter. He's been more of a scorer tonight. Murphy looking. Blake gets away and misfires. Novak the rebound. Novak with 5 boards in addition to 9 points. Bad pass that time, deflected by McRoberts as we're a minute remaining in the third. Bryant spinning. Difficult shot for some.
Yeah. See, once again, he loves it. He loves it foul line down. And that's why if you're the double team guy, you've got to get there early. But you know he's always going to spin baseline.
He makes that look so easy,
That's right.
and it's so hard.
That's right.
And a foul away from the ball, another one. And against the Lakers, some more free throws. Capono, no, check that. McRoberts, his first.
Now this is just a great move. Now watch, he sees the double team coming. He turns baseline. It's happened to him so many times throughout his career. It's easy. It's like no one's there because at 6'8", he's going to elevate with that little fade, and he'll shoot up over the top.
But right now, that's the Laker offense. There's no flow. There's no ball movement.
Are you sure? No, and we know that. We know that.
Jeffries misses the second.
Oh, look out here, 3-on-2.
Bryant shoots again and scores again. He was 1 for 11, and he's 5 for his last 6, and it's a 6-point game again.
And he's making it easy, and Fields is right on top of him. He's giving him great pressure.
Jeremy Lin sitting now as Bibby Shumpert in the backcourt for the Knicks. Shot clock down to 4.
You got to go.
Shumpert on the drive. Shumpert just gets it off in time. Won't go. Ball tip taken by Bryant. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Knicks trying to get Bryant to get rid of the ball. Drives. Kicks it out the corner. Back up. And they don't get it off in time.
Mike, they pulled it to within 6. What didn't you like about the way you closed out that third quarter?
No, Kobe hits some unbelievable shots. That's what he does, and they're going to make runs at us. We just got to keep making him take tough shots, and then we got to keep scoring on the other end.
Another big game for your starting point guard, Jeremy Lin. What's working well for him and him managing the game tonight?
Just a good point guard. They have a little bit of everything. He reads the situation and tries to make the right play, and he's playing well.
Thank you very much, Michael.
All right, Lisa, one of the good news concerning Jeremy Lin, he won't be living in his brother's apartment much longer. His brother lives on the Lower East Side. He's a dental student at NYU. Jeremy Lin's been sleeping on his couch. But soon he's going to get his own place as a foul's called on Troy Murphy. His contract was guaranteed this week, Hubie, because he didn't know if he was going to make the team a couple of weeks ago. If they were going to sign another player, and there are a number of players the Knicks were thinking of bringing in, he was the guy that was going to get let go because he was the 4th string point guard.
Well, fortunately, other things happen out of his control, which he has taken advantage of. And this is where the Knicks have got to do a better job. They had missed 8 foul shots at the end of 3 quarters. And also in the third quarter, they had 6 turnovers. So they've got to get good looks at the basket, and you must make your foul shots if you're going to hold the Lakers off.
Jeffries, meanwhile, double figures, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Opening mid here in the 4th. Kobe Bryant's been hot after that terrible start. Misses that one. Bibby right now in there. Bibby to Billy Walker. Walker a running shot, difficult shot. And Bryant comes up with another board. 9 rebounds for Kobe Bryant. There'll be no triple-double. He doesn't have an assist.
No, the big thing right here is just don't foul him when he takes his jump shots.
It's inside, misfires. And the Knicks can't hold on. A wild shot from Bryant, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Now, that was some acrobatic move as he goes from one side of the lane to the other and then readjusts the release of the shot.
And he's the old man now. He's 33. He's not supposed to be able to do that anymore. Gasol's back in. Pass stolen by Jeffries.
That was a heads-up play. What a heads-up play by Jeffries. Played that passing lane beautifully.
Good ball movement for the Knicks. Novak for 3. And credit Gasol for coming out and contesting that shot. You've got a 7-footer coming out to you. Good hustle play from Pau Gasol.
Yeah, Novak's 2 for 8 in the 3-point game.
And Kobe Bryant, that one was easy.
Now you got to get your head up now. Everybody's got to pull together here. Now you got 10.5 minutes. Main thing is high percentage shots. We can't say that enough.
Walker will try another 3 and puts it in. A big bucket. Billy Walker has been struggling shooting tonight. Able to get that one to go.
Yeah, they needed that. But we know that he has been able to do that. He hits big 3s.
Ball knocked away by Shumpert. Novak gets it back. Bryant foul. Let's listen to Mike Brown in one of his recent huddles.
He's had some great looks. Keep driving, keep kicking, keep sharing the ball. All that, we shaved the lead by 2. So let's stay with it. Now let's get it by 8. Let's go, man, right here.
I like what he's saying, Mike. They want to drive the ball, and then naturally the guy that's driving it is the guy who's on the foul line.
Well, they were down 9 last night in Boston. Came back and beat the Celtics in overtime. They've trailed by as many as 14 in this one. That's the first half. And now back within 7.
Now Kobe gets to the line right around 8 times a game. And he shoots it at 85%.
Bryant now with 24 points. And the lead for the Knicks cut to 6. Shumpert, Billy Walker, Jared Jeffries, Mike Bibby, and Steve Novak. Not exactly the lineup Mike D'Antoni thought he would have in the fourth quarter of a game against the Lakers. Shumpert. Bibby launches a shot, and Bibby just can't buy a basket. Gasol the rebound.
Main thing now with this unit that's out on the floor, cut down on the fouling, because you do not want to put the Lakers in the penalty early in this quarter.
Blake to Murphy. Murphy hesitated. Jason Capono does not, and nails a 3, and it's a 3-point game.
Oh, that's why he's in the game. He's one of their main 3-point guys. He's not going to hesitate. He's in there to shoot the ball.
Capono led the NBA in 3-point shooting. A big long-range bomber, and the Lakers are within 3.
And I like the game. I'm sorry, Mike, but yeah, he's 6 for 9. But the big thing, he's 10 for 12 on the foul line, and he has 10 rebounds. He never stopped working.
Jeremy Lin back in for the Knicks. A quick rest for Lin. Shumpert, guarded by Capono. Shumpert jump shot is good. Shumpert has struggled consistently from the outside. He's very good taking the ball to the basket. The Knicks up by 5.
Well, anytime he gets a clear out, he should take Capono off the dribble.
Shumpert, the rookie on Bryant, gets away. Line drive, in and out.
Nowak was late.
Lin to Shumpert. Shumpert
There
fakes,
you
drives, and finishes.
There you go. That's there for this guy. This guy gets there from 20 feet with 1 bounce.
Shumpert 7 points off the bench. Now has to defend, the leading scorer in the NBA. Murphy left wide open, but is off the mark. And Jeremy Lin pulls down his 4th rebound. Lin hesitates, spins against Capono. Layup won't go. Chandler fighting for it, and Chandler gets the offensive board.
Get it out, reset.
Shumpert out to Lin. Lin fakes, pull-up jump shot. Knocks it down. 29 for Jeremy Lin. Timeout, Lakers. Well, JB, the other LA team right now down 9 as Jeremy Lin has a career-high 29 points, but still plenty of time remaining. And Kobe Bryant has gotten the hot hand after a real struggle early shooting the ball. Walker on Gasol. Bryant, 2 defenders on him. Bryant gets away, throws it off the backboard, out to Gasol, and Gasol knocks it down. What a play from Kobe Bryant.
Talk about heads up. He was double teamed hard. He could not get a shot, but more important, he couldn't make a pass. Everybody was covered. That was just brilliant.
Had nowhere to go with it, and wound up getting an excellent shot for Gasol. Lin double team. Shot clock at 7. Shumpert fakes, drive, scoop layup, blocked by Bynum. I believe he got a piece of it.
Yeah, nice play by Bynum.
Blake racing up the floor. Novak on Gasol. Tough matchup for Novak. Pau Gasol stripped. Nice. Good hands from Novak, and last touch by Gasol.
Now, how about this stat? All day long, all you heard was that the Lakers were going to wear the Knicks out in the painted area. Well, the Knicks right now are a +16 in the paint. That was a great defensive play by Novak.
Andrew Bynum, 1 for 7, 3 points. He has 10 boards as Lin kicks it out to Shumpert. Shumpert drives, goes to the rim, puts it in, and a foul. Bynum at his back to the play, and Shumpert with a chance for a three-point play.
Well, see, the Lakers are not alive, and we've been bringing this out all through this game. There's no energy, there's no quickness. This is a great read. Now just watch. Lynn doesn't have any. As he kicks out, he's not going to force that shot. That was great. Take it hard to the basket. Take advantage of your athletic ability.
Jeffries back in. And you see Shumpert making some very big plays. Now 7 points plus that nice assist here in the fourth, and the Knicks back up by double figures.
Now how about this? Billy Walker was on Gasol. Now they have Jeffries. Jeffries is on him. And any time that they're going to switch here and you get that mismatch, they've got to go to Gasol.
Kobe Bryant again. He's starting to get in one of those zones right now. 26 points for Bryant.
Nothing easy either. Nothing easy.
Gasol and Chandler arm wrestling. Lynn out to Shumpert. Inside Jeffries. Jeffries drives. Banker way off. Jeffries the rebound out to Walker. And the Knicks with a new 24. Gasol is on Lynn. Crowd wants him. Puts up the two-pointer. Puts it in. Jeremy Lin with 31.
How about measuring Gasol? Measuring him and leveling Gasol off. Because Gasol did not want him to blow by him off the dribble. Well done.
His second three-pointer of the night. Bryant steps back. That won't go. Chandler goes high for the two-handed rebound. This Garden crowd on its feet is delirious right now. Lynn to the basket. Out to Walker. Walker for three. Jeffries another rebound. Lynn for three. Bang! The Jeremy Lin Show continues here at Madison Square Garden. Another standing ovation for Jeremy Lin. And he continues to pour it on against the Lakers, a career-high 34 points. As Jeremy Lin from downtown. And you, obviously, Laker fans are not happy right now, but this is really an example of why we love sports so much. This unheralded, undrafted underdog comes out of nowhere, rescues this underachieving team, and he's shining right now on one of the biggest stages in all of pro sports.
And it's all called chemistry. And what he is doing, it's contagious. The rest of the guys are all playing to their maximum potential.
Barnes, tough shot, flips it up.
Think now, the Lakers, with 5 minutes to go, have 73 points in this game. Everyone thought they would bury the Knicks in the paint, and everything has turned around. Big game by Lynn, big game by the Knicks in the paint.
And there's still plenty of time. Bad pass from Walker right to Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant with more than enough time. Barnes gets a running start. Inside, knocked away. Lynn on the break. Lynn to Shumpert. Shumpert lays it in.
I like that. That was a great move. Take the defender. Lynn did not give up his dribble. He took the defender and set Shumpert up.
Bynum's back in. Bynum to Barnes. Barnes swatted by Chandler, but a goaltend.
That was close. That was close, but I really liked Chandler came away to get that. So I liked his effort. He really gave a maximum effort there.
Barnes back-to-back important buckets for the Lakers.
Lynn is really huffing and puffing, Mike, right in front of us.
Lynn pulls back. You know, Yubi, I've said that in watching him doing Knick games this past week. He always looks that way as Chandler throws it right to Blake. Couple of bad turnovers for the Knicks here. Just when you think he's going to collapse, he makes a move to the basket.
Yeah, the big thing with the Lakers now, you got to get good shots.
Good shot and a foul. Kobe Bryant with a chance for a three-point play.
This is where you tell players, do not foul the jump shooter. Make the jump shooter make the shot. Give him the two-point play. Do not give him the potential three-point play. Because how many times tonight has anyone blocked Kobe Bryant's shot? Zero. Okay, so don't foul the jump shooter.
Kobe Bryant rarely has second billing when he plays. It's been the case tonight, but he wants to make sure he comes out a winner. He is determined as always. Still 4 minutes remaining. And Bryant, despite the poor early shooting, remember, he missed 10 of his first 11 shots, but stayed with it, and now has 29. And it's back to 8.
Out of pressure now. With Blake out there and Barnes, they have two excellent defenders to play with Gasol and Bynum.
Chandler and Gasol arm wrestling. Lin, bang shot won't go. Rebound Chandler, and he pulls it back out. Chandler maybe could have turned around and dunked it.
Yeah, but I like what he's doing. It's smart, Mike. Run some clock, run some precious time here. The main thing is don't get in a chicken fight with Gasol.
And another bad turnover. 3 terrible passes for the Knicks are giving the Lakers life. 3:34 remaining. Shumpert on Bryant. Bryant wants to shoot a 3. In and out. Won't go. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Bynum. Bryant pulls back. Shumpert defends him well. And they call a foul.
Yeah.
It's going to go against Shumpert. Only the 3rd team foul against the Knicks.
Yeah, on the split. Remember we said in the first half, the key to the Knicks defense was holding the Lakers to 1 shot. Now, as fatigue is set in right now with the starting 5 of the Knicks, the Lakers are getting second chance opportunity.
Bryant left-handed, in and out. Bynum misses from point-blank range.
Wow.
Bynum was right there as Chandler grabs his 11th rebound.
You always tell guys, Mike, catch it with 2 hands and dunk it. Dunk the ball with 2 hands.
UB Bynum 1 for 8.
Yep.
Shumpert fakes. Shumpert on the pull-up. Way off. Chandler tips it out. And the Knicks get a new 24.
Come on, you're inside. It's going to be inside of 2 minutes and 40 seconds here right now. You have to understand the clock and understand how far you're out in front.
Lin on the drive, gets inside, banks it in. Wow!
How about that? How about that? He did not want a screen. He wanted to take his man, come up on the other side of the rim.
Kobe Bryant, that's good. Bryant answers right back, and he has 31. What a duel, and who thought it'd be these two?
Absolutely right, Mike. You've been right on that all night long. I mean, this young guy with the basketball, every person in the building tonight was saying, can he keep it going? Can he keep going?
Chandler, nice block by Bynum. Chandler trying to create off the dribble. Under 2 minutes to play. Knicks leading by 8. Fields trying to deny. Bryant on the drive. Tough fall away. That's not a good shot, but Gasol right there to throw it in.
Now this is the pressure time. Good timeout by Mike.
So Mike D'Antoni calls timeout. It's now a 6-point game. What a performance he's put on going back and forth with Kobe Bryant.
Now strategy-wise, both teams have a foul to give. The Lakers have a full and a 20, and then New York has 2 20s.
Lin to Chandler. Chandler hammered by Bynum.
Look out.
Chandler a little shaken up. Mike D'Antoni wants a flagrant foul.
Well, that was a hard foul to the head. That's what he probably wants.
Was there a windup? That's the key there. I don't think they called it a flagrant on the court.
Now that was a great pass. Watch what happens here. Good ball fake. And then now you can say, well, he's coming down. He's not trying to block the shot, but he's also not trying to hurt him. At least that's the way it looked from that angle.
So they don't call it a flagrant.
Yeah. Oh, no, you see, you get a guy in the head, Mike. The way the rules are today, I don't know. That's a close call.
The key is the windup. There's a windup and a follow-through, and usually when you have 2 of those, it's flagrant 1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Chandler misses the free throw. Knicks now have missed 10 free throws tonight, just 17 of 27. This is a big one. Right now it's a 2-possession game. Still plenty of time. Lakers have multiple timeouts remaining. Knicks have 2 as well. Chandler misses a pair. Knicks have hurt themselves at the free throw line tonight. Normally a strength for them.
Big thing now is defensively, try not to give up a 3 if you're a Knicks.
Bryant up top to Blake. Blake fakes, sets, fires. Short, won't go. Rebound Jeffries.
Blake has been hesitant on his shots tonight. No doubt about it. He didn't want to even take that shot.
And the Madison Square Garden crowd rising. A minute to play. Shot clock down to 6.
You got to make a move here.
Lynn looking. Foul by Barnes with 3.3 remaining on the 24.
Now, Lynn had no place to go, Mike, and he did not have a passing angle. There was no double team. That was just a bad foul by Barnes, and you're in the penalty.
And now he will go to the free throw line. Unbelievable numbers starting last Saturday. It's all happened in less than a week. And he's hearing the MVP chants.
The other factor in all of this, Mike, is that he's shooting over 58%. I mean, that's incredible, along with the fact that he's averaging over 25 points.
And he is so energized,
yes.
His teammates, UB.
Oh, it's great. It's been great for basketball in New York, no doubt about it. And it's been great for the fans.
It's the most points by a Knick this year. 8-point lead, 49 seconds remaining. Bryant, triple team, gets it out to Blake. Barnes on the drive. Offensive foul. Jeremy Lin draws the charge.
Now that was great defensive rotation and the challenging of that shot. That was beautiful to watch. Just keep an eye on the back. Look at that. Not only does Lin play offense, he takes that charge, and if he wasn't there, Chandler was right there for the block of the shot and the pressure. Great defensive rotation.
And the Knicks fans just beside themselves. Most of the crowd on its feet right now, as the Knicks now 41 seconds away from winning this one.
You got to be smart now. You got to run clock, no doubt about it.
Fields.
Plenty of time here. Plenty of time.
Lin on the drive. Lin left-handed. Gasol the rebound. Lakers need to push.
Yeah, the Lakers got to look quick here.
And they got to look for threes. Kobe Bryant drills a three. And it's a 5-point game with 16.9 remaining. And Fields is fouled. Fields has struggled from the line tonight. Just 2 of 4. And he'll shoot 2 right now.
Lakers foul is on Jason Capono, his second.
Another missed free throw.
Main thing is, right, you got to get one, because we know that's a 2-possession game, but you do not want Kobe to come down and be able to get 2 threes.
Knicks are 4 of 8 in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. And Fields able to connect that one. Now it's a 6-point game. 22nd timeout call by Mike Brown with 15.7 remaining. Just under 16 seconds remaining. Kobe Bryant still thinks this one can happen for the Lakers. They're down 6. What's their strategy?
Right.
The Knicks do have a foul to give.
That's correct. That's a big call, Mike. Main thing right now is do not foul a guy when he's shooting. The big thing, if you're going to use the foul, make sure it's off the dribble. The other factor is if they score, are you going to inbound the ball? Inbound the ball to a high percentage shooter or call timeout?
Good ball denial on Bryant. Blake gets it back. Blake on the drive. Blake to Murphy. Murphy stumbles with it. Now gets it back to Blake. Blake puts up the 3. Short, won't go. Fields the rebound, and he's fouled by Gasol with 6 seconds remaining. And that should do it.
Well, they get a big break there when Murphy dropped that pass, because that was a catch-and-shoot pass.
And UB, an underrated part of this game for the Knicks, we're talking about Jeremy Lin, is their defense.
Absolutely, Mike. And that's why we tried to bring it out before. They only had 73. And now when you look at this right now, they're sitting on 85. Now, this is a team that a year ago averaged 101 points a game. This year only getting 93. But we also know that it's their 5th game now in 8 nights on the road.
This would be the 8th time this season the Lakers have failed to reach 90 points.
Well, I think that you have to sit back now and talk about your offense. You have to talk about what you're running for your high percentage shooters. And also, 2 positions are not giving you any points, small forward as well as the point guard.
Fields misses, and the Knicks will win it. Linsanity continues here at Madison Square Garden as the undrafted point guard from Harvard electrifies MSG once again as the Knicks win their 4th in a row. A career-high 38 points. As Kobe Bryant's valiant effort down the stretch comes up short. Nice sportsmanship from the Laker players. One of the more incredible stories we've seen in the NBA in quite some time. Jeremy Lin coming out of nowhere and playing brilliant basketball.
Mike, his IQ for the game is off the chart. Plus, he has exceptional court vision, which makes the passing available. Then he has the ability to pass with either hand. Plus, he can score and he can make the shot. When he made the 2 threes tonight, they were 2 big daggers in the heart of the Lakers. And then the bottom line, the defense was outstanding from the opening tap.
And the hero from Harvard is with Lisa Salters.
The hero from Harvard. Wow, that's a new nickname. 38 points tonight for you, Jeremy. The most by a Knick this season. What does that mean to you?
Again, I'm just going to thank my team. Jared Jeffries, how many offensive rebounds he got, the way we moved the ball. I mean, it's fun to play basketball with these guys.
What was it like to be gunning it out, so to speak, with Kobe Bryant?
Well, you know, we just try to play together. We weren't really too worried about what the other team was doing, but we're thankful. Obviously, it's a big game. They're a great team. We respect them a lot. We respect their players, and so we're just happy to be able to get a win.
How does this compare to how you dreamed or hoped your NBA career would go?
This is it right here. This is it right here. This is my dream, and I'm just thankful to God, man, because this is my dream being lived out, and I'm so thankful for that.
How does it compare to how you thought it could be?
I didn't know how it would end up, you know, obviously. This has been a wild week for me and the team, and I mean, obviously you hope for the best and prepare for the worst, and I'm just thankful that's turning out the way it is.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.